And thanks for clicking today's Dreaded Heroes report. You know, WWE just loves free publicity, don't they? And just about do anything to get it. Well, I don't think they like this. Former WWE contracted talent Brian McGee, who's also was known as D.T. Porter during his time in NXT, he's going to be charged with a murder in the stabbing death of his girlfriend. Now here's the kind of the official police report that was from Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office down in Florida. It says, who is the guy? Brian McGee is his real name. Date of birth 2/3/84, male, black, 6'7", 280 pounds, black hair, shoulder length dreads. Tattoo on his upper right arm. The first tattoo says fat, fat. Second tattoo says Brianna and a cross. Vehicle description. Anyway, they're giving out the vehicle and all this stuff. Says suspect is a former pro wrestler and went by the name of Future Donovan Reddick. Victim said we're not releasing the victim's name. This was earlier in the day. Until they notify next of kin. Anyway, July 24th, 2013, approximately 8:30 p.m. Del Largo Apartments, Del Largo, Tampa. Here's what happened. Approximately 8:30 p.m., deputies were called to the Del Largo Apartments in reference to a stabbing that had occurred. When the deputies arrived, they discovered that the female victim had been stabbed multiple times, and the suspects fled the scene to the prior to the deputies' arrivals. Victim died at the scene as a result of her injuries. Alert was placed for the victim, providing that description I was just telling you earlier. Anyway, the suspect vehicle was spotted in Tampa, and a pursuit involved the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and Tampa Police. They apprehended pardon me, Brian McGee in Paso County on Interstate 75, and he was transported back to where the victim crashed. McGee was transported to St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa, Florida. McGee's going to be charged with first-degree murder. And the follow-up to this, next of kin has been finally notified, and the victim is Banaka McCauley, date of birth 7/15/1988 from Tampa. There's been internally from WWE a call to try and get an African American babyface. The idea was to create this guy both to attract the demographics and to sell merchandise, similar to the way Rey Mysterio does with the Latin community. But check that off. We ain't gonna do that. I'll let you know more on that later, I guess. As time goes on, word from WWE that they've already made changes. The WrestleMania 30 plans that were revealed over the past week. And World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio suffered a broken rib in his match with Sheamus on Monday night, but apparently he's working through it. I don't think they could do much with a broken rib except just bandage you up and tape you up and take it easy for a little bit. And there's speculation that the Ultimate Warrior may be inducted into the 2014 Hall of Fame now that he's buried the hatchet with WWE and Vince McMahon. In Vince's back, probably. But here's the deal with, thought it was kind of funny, Usos making a save on Mark Henry. Well, anyway, Big Show was supposed to, return Monday, but couldn't get medically cleared. So the segment on Raw where the Shield beat down Mark Henry and the Usos made the save was not originally planned. Show was originally scheduled to make the save for Mark Henry. So we got a Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns versus Show and Mark Henry in a handicap match that is currently planned for SummerSlam. No pun intended, or a rhyme intended anyway. Yes, there was. Hey, for what it's worth, the Sun newspaper in the UK reports that former Diva, remember old leggy Stacy Keibler? Anyway, she may be returning to the company. Their report says WWE officials want to pair Stacy with Daniel Bryan. Stacy's legs is the same height as Daniel Bryan. Just wonderful. Says here, Stacy is considering a lot of offers from WWE to capitalize on her name, the one she won She was one of WWE's most loved divas, and this is the perfect time to get her back. She's never been more famous since she's been dating Clooney. They're convinced a return would attract hundreds of viewers, hundreds of thousands of viewers. Well, Jerry Lawler will have his first singles match since suffering his heart attack. I thought he had one other one earlier, but maybe he just showed up at a wrestling event. But anyway, since he suffered his heart attack back on September 1st, at the Northeastern Wrestling Show, Dutchess Stadium, Fishkill, New York, he will face former WWE announcer Matt Striker. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall will be reuniting as Nash will team with Scott's son Cody, and Scott will manage them. Other names being advertised: Ted DiBiase Sr., Jim Ross, Godfather, John Morrison. Dark main event after last night's WWE SmackDown taping in Corpus Christi saw Dolph Ziggler defeat E. Langston by pinfall too. Ziggler and Big E don't usually work dark matches events, but so this was kind of like a warm-up event, maybe for their SummerSlam match. You know, try each other out. Now this is a rumor for now. Noted earlier that there was heat on Cassius Ohno in WWE Developmental because trainers were frustrated by his lack of commitment to the strength and conditioning program. Well, when Ohno was removed from the NXT tapings and live events, he was told that he needed to concentrate on his efforts towards his physique. And Ohno was scheduled to back on shows again at this point, but WWE officials want Ohno to change his physique before bringing him back to the main roster. That's right, before he comes back. Jerry Lawler is going to be throwing out the first pitch at Gateway Grizzlies on August 9th after a game against Rockford Aviators. Wrestling legend Harley Race, Rocky Johnson, Ken Patera, Baron von Raschke, and Larry Meisick will also be appearing. I don't know who that guy is. Anyway, WWE is going to be taping the July 31st main event and August 2nd SmackDown tonight from the Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. CM Punk, Van Dam, the usual suspects are there. As noted, WWE released Alberto Del Rio's brother, Memo Montenegro, from his developmental contract last week. Reports is that he just wasn't good in the ring. Oh well. Maybe you didn't train him good, huh? Pre-sale begins tonight, September 24th, SmackDown event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the password, the reason I brought that up, is Warrior. Some believe that refers to Ultimate Warrior, but it's for Sheamus, the Celtic one. Hey, maybe you can have Warrior against Warrior, huh? One of these days. Second season of WWE's Saturday Morning Slam will begin September on the CW Network. The angle where Brad Maddox is running Raw and Vicky is running SmackDown has been planned for a few weeks now. I guess word yet on why this was done, but don't know really for sure. But WWE officials haven't been happy with the SmackDown ratings over the past month or so. And WWE soon will be selling the Wyatt family's sheep mask. I hope it don't stink. There'll be a lot of just sheep running around in wrestling events now, won't there? You won't know who they are. WWE developmental star James Bronson is currently out of action after undergoing back surgery with Dr. James Maroon. Bronson is already 38 years old and son of Neil Friedman, who was Mattel president from 2005-2011 and most recently president of Toys R Us. I don't know if Toys R Us is even still around. WWE's John Sabor was in San Jose, California this past week regarding the area's or the arena bidding to host WrestleMania 30. Sabor will be back in Dallas to meet with the Dallas Cowboys stadium officials soon. And speaking to WWE and the Cowboys stadium, WWE officials were upset that the photo from Cowboys Stadium welcome Sabor a few weeks ago was posted on the internet. They don't want people running their mouths like people on the internet do. Oh, Well, I guess